Hello everybody, SJM back with a quick update on the Flicker Strike build. I think I've worked out most of the kinks here, so the little bit of respec on the gear. We are now rocking a 1200 ES body armor just so that we could get up to that 180 spirit level that we needed to use 2 cast-on freezes plus the Herald of Ice and the I'm going to be using Wind Dancer. I think it's more value on the Wind Dancer. I lose like 2,000 evasion without it. I go down to like 67% on my evasion number, so 78 or might be 69 even, but 9 or 11% evasion is quite big. So I think that's just better for the playstyle. Of course, we fixed the boots. We now have movement speed, which makes everything a lot smoother and linking everything together. Then we also upgraded the circlet so that we've got more energy shield on it for more evasion, of course, and flushing out our resistances, just missing a little bit of cold. And obviously chaos, but that's for a lot later. We just have to make sure that when those little purple balls are floating towards us, we dodge for our lives. Otherwise, we will just die to that stuff. I do use a poison charm just for that protection from chaos damage in a way, but yeah, that's where we're at for now. In the passive tree, I did pull out those points here that I mentioned earlier, so that got us up into these extra energy stuff here. I think I might even switch out this point for this point and get the increased spell damage there, because we do have a little bit of spell going now with the new setup. So we are casting Voltaic Mark, so that we get lightning novas erupting. Some ball lightning to just throw balls of sparks and shocking enemies all over the place. Not all over the place, but when it does go off. And lightning warp, which does another explosion as well when I think when we call it, but I'm not really sure exactly what goes on there. And then yeah, we did also manage to get the Spectral Ward, so now we're about 1,000 each life and energy shield, which it's not great, but it's decent enough for where we're going from there. So that's the full look out at it for what I am doing at this stage. And yeah, nothing's really changed. I added the third links to all of my I did I did the Trial of Sekima, and I found out on the second floor that you cannot fight the two golems in melee range. So I'd switched out my Flicker Strike for Storm Wave just to fight that fight, and I missed getting one of my links back into my Flicker. So Perpetual Charge, Conk Effect, and something else I gotta get put back in there. Tempest Flurry, Tempo, Conduction, Close Combat, Charge Staff, Armament, Ice Bite, and Magnified Effect. Tempest Bell, Glaciation is the big one, and I also like Deep Freeze here. This helps out when you're fighting against bosses to have that extra freeze duration. Just opens up that window for putting down the second bell and just going extra ham on them, that much more viable. Then this cast-on freeze we just looked at with the 3 spells, and this cast-on freeze for our power charge generation with Profane Ritual. And the Herald of Ice, Mastery, Infusion, Enervate. And then Ghost Dance is not active right now, so we don't need the Clarity. It's not providing really very much of anything. And then the Wind Dancer obviously giving us 54% more evasion rating, right? Got a quick little video that we'll put on here to show you the biggest flicker well, I think this is the second biggest flicker chain I had. After I hit the first one, I'm like, I gotta record some of these, and it's of course in a breach where you actually have the density to maintain the profane rituals going off, because normally you don't. There's just not enough monsters in a map to chain together them as much, but let's just have a quick look here. Here we're going. We're going to open up this breach. We've got our power charge. We've got our charge staff. We've got our power charges. Just used it on a small flicker there, but we got our 7 back right away. Mana is a little bit of an issue, so we're constantly popping mana potions. That was the big flicker chain right there. Oh no, this is it here. That was the second one, I guess. That was a medium-sized flicker chain. There we have it. So that's the build in a nutshell. Now it's working pretty decent. That was a tier 4 map, and we're just shy of, well, we're just hit level 75 here now. So we're still fairly early into the maps and getting through them. But yeah, just wanted to share with y'all. I appreciate you all for checking out the episodes, and yeah. We will see you in the next one.